Hey guys, just a quick video to show you how to add the extra USB on your Raspiboy if you pledge for it. So let's just open this kit. So you will need a little piece of this double face tape that you used for the battery, to stick the battery to the casing, and of course you will need this extra USB. So first let's open the case. Let's put these here for a while. Okay. Just lost a little screw somewhere. Never mind. So we'll remove everything. Here's the ABCraft PCB. We can remove the LCD too. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to remove the small part of plastic here. So to do this, I will use a cutter blade like this one, and I will chop the plastic here and here, and then after I will go like this to remove all the plastic. Like this. Please be very careful using a cutter blade, as it can be dangerous. If you're not sure, maybe do it very slowly. Okay, so as you can see, now there is a hole here, and I remove the plastic until here it's very flat. So it's okay for this. Now let's take the extra USB kit. So there's a little problem with these ones. It's the black plastic should be shorter, so we will have to remove about 3 centimeters of the black plastic to strip it. So for this you can also use the cutter blade, and we'll go like this, small piece by small pieces. And the side of the USB port, like 3 centimeters here. So of course it should have been the right length, but it's a problem of the production. You know, there's always problems, but well, at least this one it's easy to solve. Okay, so you can see I just remove small bits by small bits, so I'm sure not to cut the inside wires. We can see inside there's an aluminium foil around the wires, so it's protecting them, but just keep removing small bits, it's better. Okay, so now we'll just remove this small part here, and now it's open all the way, so we can tear the black plastic like this, and then we'll cut it here, and don't try to cut too much because you might harm the wires. Like this too. Okay. So you can also remove the aluminium foil. Okay, now it's good. So let's remove all the small plastic parts. Okay, so now we will solder the extra USB to the PCB. So as you can see, you have different colors for the wires. So it's a standard code. You have the black one is the ground, then you have the green one, the white one, and red one is the last. So the black one is ground, then green is data plus, white is data minus, and red is 5 volts. As you can see on the PCB, it is written ground, D plus, D minus, and 5 volts. So we'll just have to put them like this, like this. So we'll solder them this way. So first you need to put some solder on the test pad, and then we'll take the iron to solder the wires. So let's start putting some solder paste. Okay, so now we can take the extra USB and we'll put it like this. Actually, it does not really matter if you put it like this. You will be able to fold it the other way. It's quite the same. So we'll begin with the 5 volts. I think the first one is the most difficult because the PCB is moving and I have only two hands, so it's not very convenient. But after that, it's way easier. We'll just put the wires like this. Take the iron. Okay, white one. Okay, and the last one. Come here. So that's exactly what you should not do. I soldered the green one and it touched the black one, so I will solder again to move them apart. I will use a screwdriver to move it. Okay, so now we're just going to have a look if everything is okay. So I'm not sure the focus is okay with the camera. Yes. So as we can see, the red one is with the 5 volts, then white, green and black. So it's okay. So now we're just going to put back the kit together. So as it's a new kit, I don't have the Raspberry Pi to put, but first you need to put the Raspberry Pi with the LCD and PCB on top. So we'll say there's a Raspberry Pi 0 here, even if there's not. So we put a come here, okay. And the extra USB will go here, like this. If you have trouble to fit it inside, like I do, for example, here, maybe there is 1 millimeter too much of the black plastic, so I will just, take it off, cut a little bit more of the black plastic, and then put it back. So we'll remove the LCD, because we don't want to break it, of course. Then we'll take this small wire and we'll remove a little bit more of the black plastic. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, guys. It should not have been like this. Obviously next production will not be like this, but now that it's produced, I'm not going to put them all to the trash, because it's quite easy to repair anyway. Okay, so now we can go back to where we are. Let's put the LCD, then we put back the LCD, then the Raspberry Pi 0 if I had one here, and a Beecraft PCB on top. So now, as you can see, it fits nicely in here. I'll just put the speaker cable here. You can plug the speaker even. And now we have to stick the extra USB here. So we'll just fold a little bit the wires like this, so it fits inside nicely. Okay, like this. And now, either you have a hot glue gun, then if you have one, it's very easy, you just hold it here and you put some hot glue here to stick it to the casing, and if you don't, it's no problem, so you have a double face tape a piece of double face tape here. So this is to stick the battery to the casing at the back of the casing, to put the battery, but you should have some spare because it's too big. So you will just have a little bit of when you stick the battery, you should have a piece like this, too much, so you can just cut a little piece like this, and then we'll put it here below the USB connector like this. Push a little bit like this, and it should hold. Well, that's it. Then you can finish the assembly as you saw on the previous video. Thank you, and hope you enjoyed.